Hey, Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, back with another video for you. And today we're going to talk about the truth about low content, no content books here in 2022. Now, if you're excited about this topic, then make sure that you give that thumbs up a smashy. It'll give you that nice warm fuzzy feeling, and it lets YouTube know to spread this video out so other people can learn from it as well. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. So today I'm going to give you 5 truths about low content books. Number 1 is generic books don't sell. Now, I don't mean to start off this whole thing with a generic statement, but the truth is overall, generic books just don't sell. If you create a no content or a low content book that is designed for everyone, the truth is it's really designed for no one. It's just going to get buried in a sea of all the other no content, low content books that are out there. Now, the same thing goes for written material as well, but today we're talking about low content, no content books. So find a niche, find a sub niche that can really speak to your end user, like who you are trying to sell this to. Now, I know you're trying to sell to everyone so you can make more sales, but again, if you don't make it specific to certain people, then it's not going to stand out. It's not going to speak to them, and they're just going to scroll right by them. Number 2 is the cover of your book matters. Just like with written content, no content and low content books, your cover matters. I know we try to teach our kids that don't judge a book by its cover, but people do. And the truth is when they're scrolling on their handheld device, you've got a thumbnail size and a split second to capture their attention. And that's what your cover is all about. Yes, for no content, low content books, it may not have to be as over the top as you would do for a written content, but you still need to make sure that it makes sense and that it speaks to your reader or to your user when it comes to no content books. For example, even if you have just text on your cover, that's completely fine. But make sure that you or whoever you're having do your cover, make sure that they use font types and typeface that actually makes sense and fits in with whatever your niche is or sub niche. Make sure that the colors complement each other and they don't just either get buried or make it, not aesthetically pleasing. Little things like that can make a big difference in capturing your user's attention, again, when they're scrolling on their handheld device. The third truth about self-publishing in no content and low content books is the days of publishing and praying, those days are over. I mean, back in 2014, 2015, it was absolutely possible to create a couple line journals, throw them up there, and people would just buy them. But in the marketplace that we have now, and the thousands of people that are publishing books, and everybody and their mother seems to be publishing no content, low content books now, you're just going to get buried. You need to get more eyes on your product. If you want to sell it, you need to get more people to see it. That's the only way that it'll sell, right? I mean, people aren't going to buy something that they don't see. And the best way to get more eyes on your product is through marketing and promotion. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to run ads, although I have found that Amazon ads are the easiest to do with the smallest margin of expenditure that you have to spend. It's a great way to start off. You can also do Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, whatever you need to do. There's also free promotional things that you can do, sites and all that other stuff. But the important part is that you need to get more eyes on your product. The reason I like Amazon ads, like I said, is not only can you start off at just $1 a day, and the margin of profits is greater with that than something like maybe Facebook ads, because Amazon doesn't really spend my money as quickly as Facebook does. But also on Amazon, and I've taught this in other videos, people are already on Amazon to buy. So there is a huge barrier of entry that you've already eliminated because you don't have to worry about them taking their wallets out. They already got their wallet out. All you have to do is convince them to buy your product. Again, unfortunately, the days of publishing and praying, if you want to see significant sales with a consistent, reliable income coming in, then you really need to pay or do something to get more eyes on your product. So book marketing, promotion, running ads, that kind of thing. Number 4 is don't be a sheep. It sounds bad, but don't just blindly follow someone, whether it's a guru, a YouTube video you saw, an article you read on social media, whatever. Even on my channel, I have videos where I talk about, puzzle books that are selling or coloring books that are selling, journals, whatever. These are meant as a starting point, as a jumping off point. Think of it as if someone said, hey, look, there's a pool and a diving board, go on and have a swim. Before you dove into that pool, you'd probably look in and make sure there's water in there, right? Then you'd want to make sure that the water's high enough so that way when you jump in, you're not going to hurt yourself. Now, I know these are extreme examples, but the case is still the same. I'm sure there's people out there that are intentionally misleading, but most aren't. Most just want to help, and they've done research, and they've shown you that you can make X amount of dollars a day or a week or a month or a year, whatever, in a certain niche. But they're doing it based on what they currently see selling in the marketplace then. The problem is you're not the only one watching that video or reading that article. And so what that means is that if you just blindly jump in that one specific niche that they show, so are the other hundreds of thousands of people that have consumed that same content. So what you need to do is use that as a starting point. Go in there, do your own due diligence, and see, first of all, is the information accurate? Even if they, had the best of intentions, not just when that video was actually published or the article was published, but you don't know when it was written before it was published or before it was recorded. You want to go in and do your due diligence to make sure that the data that they're sharing is still pertinent and it's still accurate. But also you want to look at it and see what you can do to make it more unique. What can you do to, going back to what I said about not making generic books? If I tell you that puzzle books are selling really well for me, that doesn't mean just go out there and make a word search. Word searches are generic. You have to find a niche and a sub niche. Again, find that avatar, that customer avatar that you really want to create this product for. That is how you make your book stand out. Again, with the book cover that ties into that niche, that speaks to that particular user. So again, don't be a sheep. Don't just blindly follow anyone that says that, you can make $1,000 a day on this product. No, they found a book, or they found a couple books that are making $1,000 a day. That doesn't mean that in a month from now it's going to do that, because other people are going to see that video, or a year from now. You want to do this, I'm assuming, to make a significant amount of income on a long-term basis. And the way to do that is to, one, learn how to do your due diligence and learn how to do that research to find those niches and sub niches. And also, again, if you just follow everybody else, then you're just going to get buried with the rest of the books that are out there from the other people that followed that same person. So again, use what they've shared, whether it's an article or a video, as a starting point, and then you take it from there. Find what's unique about you. That's the best way to start, is what's unique about you. What do you enjoy? What do you have knowledge about? Because whatever you have knowledge about and enjoy, there are other people out there like you that like that same topic or interested in that same topic. And that's a great way to start, because you know the inside lingo that other people wouldn't. And again, that inside lingo, the uniqueness that you bring to it, is what will make your book stand out amongst the other ones that are out there. And last but certainly not least is something that other YouTubers and content creators, whether it's on articles or in videos, are saying is not true, which is, yes, you can still make money selling low content, no content books in 2022. It's absolutely possible. Is it super saturated? It depends on what niche you're in. But again, if you do what I said before and you don't follow everybody else and you don't make generic books and you make ones and you do your due diligence and you make ones that actually point to a specific subgenre or, a specific user, take things that do sell and merge them together. People who like cats and like knitting, whatever, do that. And that's what's going to make your stuff stand out. And you'll be one of the few that are in that particular niche. Yes, in general, I wouldn't say go out and make a bunch of line journals. Line journals, it's hard to make your book stand out in that sea, because it's pretty much almost impossible, other than your cover, to make it unique, to make it stand out. But things like journals and puzzle books and coloring books and all the other planners, all the other types of no content, low content books that are out there, there are niches out there for you. There are sub niches out there. It's absolutely possible to make a good income from selling no content, low content books. Now, I hope I ended this on a strong note and gave you confidence and excitement that you're not late to the party. It's not too late for you. Even if you're just now starting out, even if you haven't published that first no content or low content book yet, it's not too late. You can absolutely make a significant income from it. Are you going to make it overnight? No, but it takes consistency and it takes passion for it, but it's absolutely possible. Now, if that made you excited, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you have any other questions about no content and low content books, or any other kind of book for that matter, because I write books too, so let me know that in the comments as well. And again, like I said earlier, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it, one, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and click that bell notification so you get alerted every time I put out a video just like this one. But also, smash that thumbs up button again so YouTube knows that this is something that should be shared from everybody. Now, speaking of YouTube, they say that this video right here is perfect for you. Now, I don't know, because I kind of like this one right here. So you know what? I'm going to let you decide. Pick one of those videos. I'll catch you on the inside. And remember to write right.